Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the TeslaTalker, where you get your latest Tesla news. Today is May 10th, 2020. The Tesla stock finished out the week at $819.42, a 5% increase from the previous day. I'd like to start with a piece on Tesla that hit CNBC shortly after market close on Friday the 8th. Regulatory filing shows Tesla will receive a loan of 4 billion won, or 565 US dollars, from the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, which I will refer to as ICBC throughout the rest of this video. The funds are to be applied toward the Shanghai factory. ICBC is a tiny bit elusive as far as generic Googling goes in the USA, but I did some light research on them, and here's what I found. ICBC is a state-owned bank out of China with aggressive investment strategies. They temporarily halted opening any financial positions that align with oil and natural gas as of end of April. That might explain this sudden shift into the EV market. A little over $500 million may not sound like lots of money to a veteran investor, but there's a little more to unpack here. This loan comes after Tesla raised more than $2 billion in capital back in February. Also, the Shanghai site is showing advanced progress towards completion on the expansion that will allow on-site production of the Model Y crossover SUV. I personally believe that this loan is a great sign on behalf of the Tesla and China relationship. It just shows that Tesla themselves are very invested in the Chinese economy, and one can only hope that their relationship continues to expand in a positive way over time. So my Tesla drama radar has been going off all week regarding Elon's attempts at reopening the Fremont factory on Friday the 8th. Each time I thought the story was wrapped up for the week, a new part of the story would emerge. Now, for those that haven't been paying close attention to the recent press regarding lockdowns at the Tesla Gigafactories, Elon has been a very harsh critic of how the United States is handling the lockdown, and he considers the stay-at-home orders to be unconstitutional and of a serious risk to the United States. That being said, Elon wanted workers back as soon as possible. He sent out a secret email to staff, giving them a return-to-work notice for Friday the 8th. He added that anyone who chose not to come in could do so without repercussions. Fremont County officials have pushed back at these attempts to reopen, partly due to Tesla never getting the green light from county officials in the first place. At this time, Alameda County wants to give Tesla a 1-week delay, but this isn't good enough for Elon. Elon then tweeted out a threat to relocate Tesla headquarters and all future endeavors to locations outside of California, hinting at a possible move to Nevada or Texas in the future. Tesla is also filing a lawsuit against Alameda County immediately, labeling the county's interim health officer as ignorant. Just on the heels of Elon's tweet, the mayor of Alameda City issued the following statement, which seemed to imply support for Tesla to reopen in a safe and thoughtful manner. Now keep in mind, this support doesn't mean Tesla is allowed to reopen right now, but certainly puts a proverbial fire under the county workers in charge to get something done before the state has to step in. Shortly after the mayor's statement, and what feels like a walkback from their prior statements on Tesla, Alameda County issued an emergency press release. For those not in the States, this press release was a pretty generic verbal cleanup of the situation, so that it appears as though they've been cheering on a local business from the beginning. But their stance on the matter hasn't changed whatsoever. Their verbiage tells the reader absolutely nothing we wouldn't already expect from the county, such as helping a local business thrive. Now, this is my favorite part of the lockdown story, only because California is known to be a pretty difficult state to do business in, so it's somewhat pleasing to see an official get riled up like this. A California assemblywoman tweeted out the words "F Elon" as a response to Elon threatening to leave the state. I'm not all that surprised to see a politician for either party tweet that in the time we're living in, but in the political spectrum of the United States, this is still a pretty big low of lows, even for an assemblywoman nobody knew existed yesterday. Many have called her out. One here claims that she's done far less in her entire life than Elon has in a month, and this one here stating that they already did F Elon and that's why he's leaving. That's all I have for this topic right now, but if there's further updates, I'll be sure to let you know. On a final note, I'd like to share with you all some positive news regarding Starlink, Elon's satellite internet service. There are quite a few launches that have already happened, and they've all had pushback from the astronomers community, both professional and amateurs, and rightfully so. They're mainly concerned about the light pollution that occurs when you put this many satellites in the sky. The light pollution is due to the satellite's design in that it reflects the sun's light down towards the Earth. This brightens the sky enough to hide the stars behind them. On April 28, much to the delight of many astronomers who originally voiced their concerns, SpaceX announced some changes to the constellations of thousands of satellites. The goal is to minimize visibility to the naked eye by darkening the satellites. Now, if you've like me and you've seen all these cool Starlink satellite videos going around the internet and you've wondered where you can find them, there's a really nifty website I wanted to share with you, and I'd encourage you all to check it out. It's called findstarlink.com. I'll be sure to include a link to this in the description below, but it helps stargazers and satellite gazers like myself find Starlink satellites in the sky based on your location. It even categorizes them for visibility. Go ahead and give it a try. I found a couple I can see in the coming month. I'm hoping I have good visibility on those days. Hey, well that's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed yourself and would like to see more, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. Those likes really pay off when you're a tiny YouTuber like me, so I appreciate you for helping me out. As usual, I'll keep an eye out for all the latest Tesla news. I hope you're all staying safe out there, and don't forget to tip your grocery store register employees if you can. Stay safe out there, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.